Morning, brothers and sisters. Good morning. Shalom. Shalom to many of you out there. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Shalom to everybody who's having a great day today. Let me mess around. Let me get this this set up here. All right, so you guys won't hear my notifications. So good morning to everybody. I know everybody's probably just not getting up. I myself have just not pretty much gotten up. And so, again, I want to say shalom. Thanks for tuning in, all my Hebrew brothers and sisters as well as all my Christian brothers and sisters who are tuning in. And so I want to speak to you today. I'm going to try not to do too much preaching today, shall I say, in the way that I do it. But I want to talk to you today from a thought and just want to encourage you. I just want to definitely encourage you. Good morning to everybody. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. Good morning. Thank everybody for tuning in. I'm excited. I can't wait for 2018. 2018, I mean, it's really, really, really going, man. It's already kicking off. We have the tour kicking off in February. I'll be kicking off the tour, the Truth Tour, man. We're going to deal with the apologetic side, defending the faith. We're going to deal with Judaism. We're going to deal with a lot of the false teachings within Christianity. We're going to deal with the Kemetic community. We're going to deal with Pan-Africanism. We're going to deal with all that. Pretty much Islam. We're going to teach y'all how to defend against all of that. All right. Those of you who remember the Truth Tour 2017, you know, man, you know the experience and how phenomenal 2017 was. We traveled from April to October, just teaching brothers and sisters everywhere. So again, I'm excited also for the documentary that will be coming out in 2018. I posted on there. I am definitely appreciative and blessed to be among some of the top scholars and Hebrew teachers on that documentary. I thank the Most High for me being able to be chosen as one of those who would contribute to that. And so it's definitely exciting. I mean, it's some big names on there. So, I mean, it's power packed. And so I'm excited about that. Again, 2018 already kicking off. And we ain't even gotten in 2018 yet, according to the calendar that we on here in this corporation that's known as America. So thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all know definitely for tuning in. I want to talk to y'all, of course. If those of you just not tuning in, I hope you don't expect a Christmas message this morning. You guys know that I don't participate in that. I don't observe Christmas. We just had the Feast of Dedication. So I stick to the Holy Writ. And so that's what it is. Anybody else doing that out there, that's what y'all do. But, you know, don't expect, if you're tuning in this morning, expecting me to give you a message on Christ and Christmas and all that stuff. I'm not doing that. But what I do want to talk to you about this morning is I do want to talk to you about, good morning, Brother Harold Parker. Thanks for tuning in, brother. I say this to you. If you stick with us and you trust the process, I can guarantee you by the Spirit of the Most High, the truth or whatever you're searching for or whatever information, however we can dialogue, I'm here, brother. I am not your enemy at all. All right. I'm not your enemy at all. Every brother and sisters know who've been following me and tuning in. I'm very open. I'm not an enemy. I don't attack brothers and sisters, but I do teach from a historical perspective. And I'm very neutral. I'm very neutral when it comes to, I don't choose sides. I stand with what the scriptures say and what history say, and then we go from there. So I welcome you, brother, to being my friend on my friends list. And I hope that you continue. Just trust the process. That's all I can tell you. Trust the process and ride out, man. Ride out with me. All right. And we'll eventually get there because it's the truth. And according to the scriptures in which I follow, it is the truth. It is the Spirit of the Most High that is driving many to go deeper and search for the truth. And ultimately, if you remain open to hearing the voice of God, you'll receive that truth. All right. So Today, what I want to talk to you about is unexpected help in unexpected places. All right. I want all of you to definitely listen to this morning. I'm going to start in a particular passage. I'm going to start in the Torah. I'm going to start in Deuteronomy, and then we're going to move into the primary area of the scriptures, because in this season and in many seasons that many of you have been in, your help isn't going to come from a place, all right? Not saying that it can't, but I want you guys to be open to the doors and the blessings of God in your life, okay? And what I'm talking about is partnering with God. I'm not talking about just sitting around and sitting back and not trying to do nothing. Oftentimes we have this mentality and this mindset that we just got to just sit back and we don't put our hand to the plow. All right. We just sit back and we just waiting for something to fall out of the sky. It doesn't work that way. Okay. It does not work that way. What you have to do is you have to partner with the Creator. You partner with him. You show him that you are willing to partner with him and put in an effort and do work yourself. And then he'll unlock the doors in partnering with him. So I want to talk to you guys this morning of unexpected help from unexpected places. Generally, oftentimes, all right, we tend to seek and look for help from someone, or expect help from someone that looks like us. All right, brothers and sisters, let me tell you something here. Okay. All right. It can happen. There are brothers and sisters who look just like you in melanin complexion, okay, and look like you as what we call so-called black people, all right, can help you. They can help you, but also you have to understand that there are other places or other people, unexpected people who don't look like you. And if you're not careful, you'll miss doors that are opening for you, that the Creator is opening, all because you looking for someone or expecting someone to help you. There are people that look like you that you can't trust. There are people that don't look like you that you can't trust. There are people that look like you that have a genuine heart to help you. There are people who don't look like you that have a genuine heart to help you. And if you don't catch it and understand what's going on, you're going to miss so many opportunities, all right, to help take you to another level, to help you take your community to another level, and help you take your family to another level. Okay, that's what I want to talk to y'all about this morning. Unexpected help from unexpected places, all right? Unexpected help. And hopefully we can mature spiritually to a place to where we can grasp it and understand and see what's going on. All right. See exactly what's going on in your life. All right. Because I'm telling y'all right now, and I'm talking to a lot of brothers and sisters out here, listen, say what you want to say about the white man. All right. Say what you want to say about the white man, but majority of all corporations is owned by a white man. Let me tell you something. You can start your own business. You can start your own business. And yet, I guarantee you're not going to turn away them dollars from a white customer. You can own your own business. And I guarantee you that you are going to have to pay taxes to a white man. I'm trying to get y'all to understand something. Okay, I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Y'all, you're missing so much. You're missing so many opportunities of doors opening for you is because you don't recognize that you don't recognize the unexpected people and the unexpected things and the unexpected places that will help you and that is sent to help you to get you to a particular purpose in your life. And yet, if you don't recognize it, if you're too caught up in all this other stuff and being blind and not seeing what's going on, you're going to miss it every time. And all you're going to do is sit back and complain to the day you die. You're going to sit back and complain to God. God, I need the door open. I got to get this stuff going on. God said, I sent somebody your way to help you. But because you were so caught up in and only want to receive help from someone who looked like you, this is the reason why you missed it. This is the very reason why you missed it. And if brothers and sisters don't grow spiritually, and don't open their eyes and see what's going on in the earth, you're going to miss it every time. So I want to start here in Deuteronomy chapter number 28. I'm not going to stay there, but it's going to help take us to where we're going here. All right. And ultimately, we're going to end in the book of Joshua. OK, but I want to show y'all Deuteronomy 28. OK, and it's going to take us somewhere. All right. Like and share. Definitely share. All right. Let me see. I'm just going here and then sending out some invites. And oftentimes Facebook doesn't do that. And so you have to manually do it for some reason. All right. Just sending out a couple to brothers and sisters here. All right. Make sure that they catch this. All right. Thank y'all for joining. We're going to get into the message here. All right. Thank you for joining. We're going to get into the message here. And trust me, it's going to bless you. All right. It's going to bless you. It's going to bless you. All right. Let me give brothers and sisters time enough to jump in here. Give it about 5 minutes and we'll go from there, okay? All right, shalom to many of you out there. Thank you all for joining on this morning. And I won't be before you long, but I want to definitely encourage you with a thought, all right? Unexpected help from unexpected places, all right? Turn with me to Deuteronomy chapter 28, and I want to talk to you starting at verse number 43. Deuteronomy 28 and 43. Deuteronomy 28 and 43. The stranger that is within thy gates, the stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high. I want y'all to hear this. This is very important. Unexpected help from unexpected places, okay? Unexpected help from unexpected places. Unexpected help from unexpected places. Verse number 43, Deuteronomy 28. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. Why? Because at one point in time, Israel was here as the standard, being obedient, doing what they're supposed to do. And then it was prophesied that ultimately they would not do that. And therefore, those who were strangers, who were non-Israel, okay, who attached themselves as they came out of Egypt to Israel, Israel was above them very high as far as being with God and following and being obedient according to Deuteronomy chapter 28, 1 through 15. So Israel was very high. But then there were strangers of Israel who was here. Not that they were treated wickedly or foully. It's like when you go back and you read about Abram, all right, or Abraham and Hagar. She would be considered a stranger, non-Israelite, which means she was here as a servant, okay? Abraham and Sarah was here very high, even though she was treated well here, okay? But what the prophecy is that the stranger that is among you, or that stranger that is around you, or within you, or within thy gates, shall go very high where you are, and you shall come down very low. Meaning that there's a swap here that's taking place because of the disobedience of Israel. All right. Now you have to understand something here. Now that the stranger is here and all the possessions he obtains, he holds, he runs everything. At some point in time, you're going to need some help. And if everybody is here, all of your people is here, how can they help you? How can you get, to a certain place in elevation when the stranger owns everything? That means that the Spirit of the Most High has to work upon the stranger to help assist you to get you up. It does not mean that you're looking at them as your savior. It does not mean that you're looking at them as one, as one who is you codependent upon them. It's just the fact of the matter is the way the situation is now, and when they're owning everything, even if you want to get a business license, you still got to go to the stranger. Even if you want to get your lights and water turned on, you have to go to the stranger. You can't turn your lights and your water on without the stranger paying the stranger to get the switch, flip the switch. You got to pay taxes. No matter what you do, you go buy a pair of shoes, you go buy a pair of clothes, you go buy some food. Where you getting it from? You're getting it from the stranger. There's no way around it. So there has to be a spirit of the Most High to work upon the stranger to help you get out of situations. Listen, let me tell y'all something. It wasn't just Martin Luther King. Let me explain. Listen to me very carefully. It wasn't just Martin Luther King that helped the civil rights movement. It took strangers, non-Negroes, because there were non-Negroes in a position of power to help with the movement. Because as long as Negroes was doing it, as long as Negroes was doing it wasn't progressing to the point to where when you start having Jewish people, all kind of Europeans, all kind of other people start getting involved. The president of the United States, he wasn't a Negro, but it took that. You still in a world where the stranger owns everything. You still have to have the Spirit of the Most High, to intervene upon the stranger to even help you. You have to understand this. I need brothers and sisters to grow spiritually and turn on your spiritual eyes and get the ears of the learned to recognize when it's the Spirit of the Most High, if it's a black person or if it's a non-black person, whatever complexion they are, there's still a spiritual factor in play. No matter what it is, it's black, white, Asians, Puerto Rican, you got them wicked. All right. You got black, white, Puerto Rican, and Asians will help you too. But at the end of the day, it still comes down to, is the spirit functioning to the capacity to where you can recognize someone who doesn't look like you and it's the spirit involved. We're in a place right now to where so many people are getting to a place to where they just like, you know what? The white man is the devil. Wait a minute, hold on. But you pay taxes to the white man. You own the white man Facebook. You going, all your clothing and tennis shoes and underwear, if the white man is the devil, why are you contributing any amount of money that comes from the white man back into the white man system? You know why? Because if the white man is the stranger who owns everything, it's nowhere around it. It's nowhere around it. And this is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand, that there is unexpected help that is going to come from unexpected places. But if you tune and you carnal, you're going to miss it. If you're carnal, you're going to miss it. And unfortunately, a lot of people are suffering. A lot of people are struggling because of the fact that they're not expecting it. They're not even trying to even receive it. And yet they talking about they righteous. Come on, man. No, you're not righteous. You are. I can't even call the word. I'm trying to be calm as I can on this day and not really preach. All right. But what I'm trying to get something to y'all. Okay. I'm trying to get y'all to understand something. that you need to open your eyes, not your physical eyes. Open your ears, not your physical ears. Okay? You have to recognize what's going on here. Now, let's keep reading here again. Listen to this. Deuteronomy chapter number 28 and 43. The stranger that is within thee shall go up above thee, meaning he's going to go up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. Look, come on, wait, listen to this. So if he's going to lend to you, meaning that he has control of finances, food, all this stuff, he's going to lend to you, but you ain't going to lend nothing back to him. You know why? Because you ain't going to own nothing. Even though you are a business owner, you still have to give to him. You ain't lending them nothing. We're talking about the system here, okay? And we're talking about the people behind this. There are even people that work within the federal government, the feds, people who are dealing in taxes. There's black folk in taxes too. You don't think it's black folk that are there, that are doing tax audits on you? You think it's just the white man doing tax audits on you? No, it is a system that is put in place. This is why you can have nations rising against nations and people turning each other, fighting each other and turning on each other. Why? It's because it's a system that has been constructed and put in place that no matter who or what color they are, the system is still going to run like a sewing machine. It's still going to run like a sewing machine. There are white folks and there are black folks, both of them, that when it come time to take you behind the jail, when you look in that courthouse, you got black judges and you got white judges. You got a bailiff, you got all the police officers in there. They ain't white folks. They black folks too. Well, what about the folks who out to rob you? You got white folks that'll rob you. You got black folks to rob you too. But if you don't open your eyes and recognize, it's a whole lot of wicked folks, man. It's a whole lot of wicked folks. It's a whole lot of wicked folks. I'm telling you. All right. This is why there's a discernment that comes in play. All right. Let's look at the garden. Okay. Let's look at the garden. Who deceived Adam and Eve? Okay. Who deceived them? All right. I know a lot of people start talking, the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Well, where was the white man in the garden? That's what I want to ask y'all. All right. For those of y'all that with y'all carnal self, I'm asking the question, where was the white man in the garden? The white man wasn't in the garden. Okay. It's a spirit is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand here. Okay. There's a spirit that can be placed on certain nations. But if you focus on carnality, you're not going to understand it. It's a spirit behind this whole thing. Just like there's a righteous spirit, there's a wicked spirit. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. You need to open your eyes and open your ears spiritually to what's going on. All right. Let's keep reading here. Look at this. Verse number 45. All right. Verse number 44. And he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Listen to this, 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, all right, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee. Listen, I want y'all to check this out. Okay. Check this out. See, brothers get so pointed where they always talking about this carnal stuff, the white man, all this kind of stuff, man. Listen, I want y'all to understand something. Okay. Why don't we have the guts to blame God? Why don't we have the guts to blame God? Because obviously we see here through Moshe is being taught the Spirit. The Spirit is speaking through Moshe, through Moses, to tell the children of Israel, listen, the Most High God said, because you violated the commandments, the Most High is going to send somebody against you. Them folks ain't thinking about you. Let me tell you something. If it ain't the most, see, I know this ain't popular, but it don't matter because I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Have the guts. It's an easy cop out. in blaming the white man. It's a cop-out for blaming anything that's flesh. But won't you blame the Most High? Won't you have beef with him? Why don't you have beef with him? Why don't you call him out? All right? Why don't you call him? This is the question I want to ask, brothers. Why don't you call him out? Why don't you blame him? Why don't you swell up at him? Why don't you tell him to kiss your boots? All this other stuff. Why don't you tell him you're going to be a slave? You're going to be a slave. All this other. You ain't going to say that. You're not going to say that. You ain't going to try God. You're not going to try the Most High like that. And he the one telling you, he the one doing it. He telling you straight up. But it's an easy cop-out to blame somebody else for your own disobedience. Okay? Blame somebody else. Blame him. Why don't you blame your ancestors? You won't blame your ancestors for that either. All right? You won't blame your ancestors. It's an easy cop-out. All right? Which I don't want to get into that type of conversation. But I want to show y'all where we're going here because we're going in the book of Joshua. Okay? Let's read this. Verse number 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. So it shall be upon you, who I'm speaking to at the time, who Moses speaking to at the time, and it shall be upon your seed as a sign. So you want to recognize who's who? Just look at the prophecies, look at the curses, and see who it's on, and line it up, and that's a sign to tell you who the children of Israel are. Okay? Now let's read here, verse number 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness, and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things. Therefore, thou shalt serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee. All right, listen to this. Read it again. Verse number 48. Therefore, thou shalt serve thy enemies. Okay. Therefore, thou shalt serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send. Which the Lord shall send. The white man wasn't thinking about you. The Asian man wasn't thinking about you. The Arabs wasn't thinking about you. Wasn't nobody thinking about you from another nation. Until the Most High say, go get them. I know y'all don't want to hear that. I know y'all don't want to. Go get them because they was disobedient. And I'm gonna give you the exact coordinates to put in your GPS to go get they behind because they was disobedient. Go ahead, go get them. I'm gonna tell you where they at. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make sure that the guard is down so you can take they behind, because this is my way of chastising they behind. This is my way of chastising. I know y'all don't like this. It's not popular, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine that it's not popular. All right, but the truth is unpopular. It's what it is. Okay, read it again, verse number 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger. Meaning you got to go to the grocery store and you got to give to the stranger. And in thirst, meaning you want to go buy some bottled water. You want to take a shower. You got to go to the stranger. And in want of all things, everything, every single thing, you got to go to the stranger. All right? And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until ye have destroyed thee. Now, let's go back here. I want y'all to see this right here. All right? Go back to verse number 46. Go back to verse 46. Of Deuteronomy 28:46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Listen, I want y'all to hear this. Listen to this. I'm going to read this again because we're about to go into Joshua, and I'm going to show you, okay, that Israel still needed help. All right? Israel still needed help. You're going to always need help till the Most High comes. Till Christ comes back, you're going to still need help from unexpected places. Because your brothers and your sisters that's down with you, the brothers that look like you, they need help themselves. I don't care how much money they got, they still got to go to a stranger to be successful. You got to go to the stranger school. You want a college degree? Go to the stranger school. You still got to get help. Okay? You still got to get help. All right? You want some help? I don't care what it is. You want to go fly on a plane? You got to go buy a ticket from the stranger. You want to ride on the Greyhound? You're going to ride on the Greyhound. You got to go to the stranger and buy the ticket. Even if it's somebody that owns a black-owned business, they still have to go to the stranger to keep their business open. You're not going to get around this, okay? And let me show you here, all right? Let me read this one more time, then we're going to go to Joshua, okay? Verse number 4, chapter 48, Deuteronomy, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. There should be a sign upon you, meaning that the Israelites who he was talking to in the present day, he said, for y'all in the present time, who at the sound of my voice right now, it shall be upon thee, all right? And then next, the seed that's in you that isn't even birthed yet. In fact, the seed that is in you that hasn't even been thought of yet, it's going to be upon your seed too. You're going to need help from unexpected places. See, one thing about, they got it. They understood. Even in their wickedness, they still understood that we still need the strangers for help. Because why? Because at the point in time when the Gentiles started ruling, you still needed Gentiles for help. In our day, we think we just so technologically advanced. We think we so smart. We think we just can do it all. I don't need nobody. I don't need no help. No, man, come on, man. Stop that. Stop that. Okay? Stop it. All right, the only person that don't need help is a person that's staying out there in the woods, that stand on an island by themselves. Okay? They out there being a hermit, fishing off the land in the woods. Okay? They're going to chop their trees down. They building their own houses. They doing all the stuff that they got to do self-sufficient. All right? Those are the only people that ain't bothering nobody for no help. They don't need no electric. They're using light, wood, and all that stuff for that. All right, but half of y'all jokers talking about black power. Y'all jokers, come on, man. Half of y'all jokers screaming black power. Y'all go to the white man, the stranger for everything, and screaming black power at the same time. Stop it, man. Stop it. Okay, let's be real. All right, I'm not trying to talk to y'all and tell y'all don't pursue your own goals. Don't pursue your dreams. Don't start a business. I'm not saying that. What I'm telling you is keep it in perspective. Don't act like you don't need nobody help. You're going to need somebody help. And generally, the people that's going to be willing to help you don't look like you. The people that's willing to help you are strangers. All right. And I ain't talking about people that you don't know. I'm talking about other nations. All right. They are going to help you. And it's because the Spirit of the Most High is going to put it on them to help you. All right. But if you miss it, you don't understand it, and you sit around here talking about, I don't need no help. You know, I ain't taking no help from no Korean. I ain't taking no help from this. I ain't doing this, doing that. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Soon as your behind get a ticket, soon as something go down, all right, you get caught up in something and somebody falsely accuse you, I guarantee your behind, your lawyer is either going to be a Jew or some European white. All right. All that black power stuff go out the window when you looking at time. All right. Y'all can say that, or y'all can save that for somebody else. You save it for somebody else. And I love my people. I'm not banging on them. I'm not banging. I'm just trying to get y'all to change, to think about this. All right. Look at this from a spiritual perspective. All right. Because soon as cats be screaming that black power stuff and all that, soon you go before, you looking at 25 years. I need a lawyer. And you trying to find the best white man to represent you. All right. Don't get to talking all that craziness. All right. And then also now you want to be humble. I'm not, that's not me. You act just like these rappers. Oh, I was just playing. I just put that in the music. I'm an entertainer. Yeah, you're right. You're an entertainer. You are entertaining all these black folk, getting their hope up high, knowing that you're behind at some point in time, you're going to be asking for that white man for help, the stranger that you banging on, talking about the devil. All right. The same white man that you call the devil, the same white man that you got when you're behind need a kidney transplant, you need a heart transplant, you need surgery, you in there laying on that table, that same white man, all right, the same white man who the devil is, all right, you're going to be sitting up there. You're not going to tell him, no, don't do no surgery on me, you devil. Nah, you're going to sit right there. And you're going to lay on that table. And when they get done with your behind, you're going to look at that white man and you're going to say, hey, thank you, man. I thank you. And all your cousins and family members, all your camp partners, all right, all y'all that's banging on the white man, all y'all camp partners, y'all going to be, oh man, thank you, man. Thank you for keeping all praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. Come on, man. Stop this stuff. We got to stop this stuff. We got to stop it. And the Most High will try your behind. See, all that carnal stuff, the Most High finna get ready to strip all that carnal stuff down. He finna expose all this carnality, all this stuff folks that's in the spirit, that's functioning in the spirit, of the spirit, and by the spirit are going to be the ones, okay, are going to be the ones that's going to be moving to the forefront because the Most High is trying to get something to his people. Everybody else is all on this carnal stuff. You all on this carnal stuff if you want to, you're going to miss it. You're going to miss it. You about to miss it. You about to miss it. You about to miss it. And your behind about to go to the back. Your behind about to first is going to be last. And the last is going to be first. I'm telling y'all straight up. I'm telling you straight up. I'm telling you straight up. All right. Now, let's see here. Let's move on here. All right. Let me read this one more time because I want to show y'all something when we go over to Joshua. Deuteronomy 28 and 46. And they shall be upon thee, talking about the curses, shall be upon thee, all right, for a sign and a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. So these curses are going to be upon the children of Israel at the time, okay, in which Moshe was speaking, and upon their children, generations after generation, until Christ comes back, okay? So this is a sign, because why? The children going to be disobedient too. The children ain't going to want to listen either. Okay, and they understand some. So it's a gift and a curse, all right, because you follow the other nations and the strangers and their ways of doing things. And then also at the same time, you're going to need help at the same time. Don't think that the spirit of the Most High ain't put on other nations, all right, to help your behind. All right, I'm telling you, listen, y'all better stop. Y'all better stop this stuff. The white man is the devil stuff. Y'all better stop banging on all these other nations, all right? Let me tell y'all something. The Most High put his spirit upon them to help your behind. And if you don't pay attention and recognize what's going on, your behind going to find yourself suffering and ultimately going to find yourself in the fire. All right, straight. I'm just trying to help y'all. I'm trying to help y'all before we go into 2018. I'm trying to help some of y'all before you go into 2018 to reevaluate your thought process and your position about the way you view things from a kingdom perspective. All right, I'm trying to help brothers and sisters. All right. I'm trying to help brothers. Look, I'm telling y'all, it's a whole lot of brothers. It's a whole lot of brothers that even do music. I know a whole lot of ox that do music, a whole lot of brothers that's in camps that do music. And a lot of them brothers, you want to put your music on a CD? You want to put your music on a thumb drive? Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? All these video cameras you see brothers using, all of this software they use to edit their videos, where they got it from? Who they got it from? Who designed it? It's probably an Asian, okay, that they banging on, talking about these Asians, all that, gonna be their slaves and all that. So now you got to go to the Asian because ain't nobody really but Asian one creating all of these different devices, all right? You got cell phones. They going to the Asian for the cell phone. All right. They getting their software, they Final Cut and GoPro cameras, all that from the strangers. All right. You getting all this stuff from the strangers. I don't know one black person, and it might be some out there. I'm not saying it ain't, but I don't know one Hebrew. All right. That has created, all right, a cell phone to help your behind. Okay. I don't know. And I don't care. Folks get mad at me all they want to. I'm going to tell the truth. I don't know one Hebrew. Okay. That's out here that done created. All right. Anything, any form of system of anything when it comes down to software or laptops or cell phones or any form of technology at that level that's going to help or it has been designed to help your behind. Nope. You know why? Because all y'all do, y'all go right to the strangers and then y'all banging on the strangers. All right. What about all these cats? There's a whole lot of brothers out here running around talking about, yeah, you know this and that. Yeah, man, yeah, the white man this and the white man that. As soon as the police can roll up on you on the corner, the white man roll up you on the corner and say, hey, look, y'all need to get up from around here. Y'all need to go. What y'all do? Y'all start packing y'all stuff up. Yeah, man, Esau, man. And then you get down the street on another block and talk about, yeah, man, we had to leave because the white man is the devil and the white man, he don't want this truth coming out. Why you ain't bang on the white man? Why you didn't bang on the white man then? This is why I'm telling y'all better wake up. You better wake up and stop being fooled by these characters out here. All right. The scriptures tell you straight up in Deuteronomy 28 that you're going to have to want everything from them. You're going to go to them for everything. All right. And if they're not paying attention, all right, and recognizing what's going on, there has to be. If you're going to come down and they're going to come above you and they're going to own everything, you're going to need help. Okay. And at some point in time, you're going to have to get help from somebody that don't look like you. Unexpected help from unexpected places. But that help can only benefit you if you recognize by the Spirit of the Most High and stop looking at what somebody look like for your help. All right. I'm telling y'all straight up. I'm telling you straight up. The Asians done went up above y'all. Come on, man. I mean, come on. We can just call out. Look at the French. All right. Look at the Russians. All right. Dudes, one of the other dudes that created Litecoin. All right. Litecoin is a Russian. All right. The Bitcoin dude is an Asian. All right. All these other, I mean, we can just name them. We can name them all the way down. All right. The only thing that we can talk about. All right. And at the end of the day, he still had to go get his product from the strangers. The brother who created the Super Soaker. The brother who created the Super Soaker. All right. He had to go get his help to create his Super Soaker from the strangers. All right. In order to put his device in the store, he had to go and do a deal with the stranger to get his doggone Super Soaker in the stores. All right. He ain't just turn around and say, I'm just going to slap my stuff in the store. Why you think there can't be no major grocery chain? All right. Because the strangers own it. They own everything. You're not going to get around it. From the underwear you got on to the socks you wearing to all this stuff, the shirts, the covers. I mean, everything is designed and created by the stranger. So what I'm trying to tell you is that you're going to need help no matter what land you're in. All right. At some point in time, the Spirit of the Most High has to be on a stranger to help assist you. And they can be genuinely trying to help you. This is what y'all failing to realize. Every one of them don't have no agenda. It's just like every black person ain't cheering for you because they want you to be successful. All right. Every stranger, all right, is not there to try to get you put in because if that was the case, then why help you in the first place? You already down low. So what's the point in the stranger even trying to help you get up to take you down? That don't make no sense. That's not making no sense, y'all. Y'all need to stop this stuff. It sound good, but it don't make sense. If they want to keep you very low, if it's not the Spirit on them helping you, all right, if it's not the Spirit, which it can be a wicked spirit too, that's helping your behind get up there, all right, to get your behind destroyed. I'm talking about from the Spirit of the Most High. I'm not talking about from the wicked spirit in this conversation, in this lesson today. If somebody that is a stranger trying to help you and you very low to bring you up, okay, to help you, and some kind, we were talking about by the Spirit of the Most High, they don't need to do that. They're trying to trick you and take you out. They can just keep your behind low because you already down there. Okay. So if they helping you, it's because the Most High put it on them to help you. Okay. It's the reason why. It's the reason why. It's what it is. All right. But if you're not careful, if you're listening to other voices and not the voice of the Creator, you're going to miss it. Now let's move on here. Jump over here to Joshua chapter number 2. Joshua chapter number 2, because I want to show you that even during that time, all right, other nations or other people involved with other nations helped Israel. You can even then, he said, look, for you, it's going to be upon you and for your generations to come. So we know even after Deuteronomy, okay, you had even during the time of Numbers, during the book of Numbers, you had them, they still weren't obedient. They still was being disobedient. All of this comes from disobedience. The reason why you're low is because you're disobedient and you can continue to be disobedient. You want to worship other gods. You want to do what the other gods say because the other gods feel good and they approach and they allow you to do whatever you want to do. And that's why you like the other gods. You just love these. You love what you call liberation and freedom. And I'm free. You love that. You love that from these other gods. You love it. All right. It's nothing new. There's nothing new under the sun. Israel loved it back then too. And that's the reason why they always stayed very low. And and to be honest with you, all right, the only way to even be able to elevate and come up, you have to do the will of the Most High God. That's what you have to do. You have to be obedient, not more wicked. Don't be more wicked. All right. You find yourself and you have to do what you have to do. You cannot rely on other people and what other people think and other voices. You have to make sure that you are in line and in tune with the Heavenly Father, because he wants to help you, and he wants to help you from unexpected places. Now, Joshua chapter number 2, we're going to start at verse number 1. And Joshua the son of Nun sent out of Shittim 2 men to spy secretly, saying, go view the land, even Jericho. And they went and came into a harlot's house named Rahab and lodged there. So they went. Ain't no Israelites hanging out in Jericho. So if Joshua is following the Spirit of the Most High, giving instructions to go spy out the land, now they come into Jericho. Who gonna help you there? Who gonna help you in Jericho? Ain't no other Israelites in there. Ain't no Israelites in Jericho. Somebody gotta help you. So you're not gonna be able to get into the inner court and spy out the land without dealing with somebody that's not of your community. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Y'all don't want to listen though. That's why I read Deuteronomy 28, all right, 43 through 48 to show you that the stranger's going to get above you. You're going to come very low, and you're going to be in want of all things. All right. So people who going to help you, generally, to be honest with you, let me tell y'all something. Let me be truthful and honest with y'all. And y'all know I'm not telling a lie. Generally, the one who help you get the job that you own is probably a stranger. I can just stop right there. I don't even have to do the lesson no more. I can just stop right there, because I'm telling y'all, leave it up to us. No. Ain't too many of us going to do it. Ain't too many of us going to do it. I don't care who get mad about it. I'm telling y'all straight up right now. Generally, the person who helped you got the job that you at, or who helped you get to another position in the company that you work for, is probably a stranger. It's probably was somebody that was not of Negro descent. I'm telling y'all straight up. All right. Y'all can say what y'all want to say, but it's the truth. It is the truth at the end of the day. Why? Because generally, the supervisor or the manager of the company or the person who do the hiring is generally a stranger. Why? Because they came above you very high and you done went down very low, and you're going to have want of all things, and you're going to have to go to them because you are going to be the tail. They're going to lend to you, and you ain't going to lend to them because they're going to be the head. Now say what you want to say. You can take that to the bank. It's reality. It's what it is. All right. So folks out here talking this craziness and banging all on, talking about bang on the white man is the devil. All right. Half of all of y'all jokers work for the white man. Straight up. Include myself. I ain't excluding myself. All right. Half of y'all there. And in fact, all of us that are on Facebook Live right now we're on the white man Facebook. Don't be sitting up there talking about the white man is the devil, but yeah, you want to use his products. Come on, Doug, you can't say that. You can't sit around here and talk all this other stuff, all this crazy nonsense, all right, and use the white man, use the devil stuff. All right, that don't make no sense. All right, if the white man is the devil, then don't use his stuff. All right. Do not use his stuff. Don't use his Facebook. Don't use his cell phone. Don't use his email address. Don't use his internet. Don't use none of that. Don't use his car. Don't live in his house. All right. If you want to prove something to everybody, go do just like the white man and go live out in the woods somewhere. All right. That y'all say the white man do. All right. Go out there and do just what he does. All right. Do just what he does. All right. Stop sitting around here talking all this craziness, and yet you want to be all on Facebook. You on Facebook talking about the white man is the devil. You on Facebook talking about the white man is the devil, and yet you using the white man Facebook. That don't make no sense. That don't make sense to me. That don't make sense. I had to tell one brother, I said, brother, so you're telling me, I say, brother, why don't we talk? Let's have a conversation about this white man is the devil stuff. All right. Let's have this conversation at 2:00. He said, no, I can't do it because I got to work. I said, wait a minute. You got to work? You work for the white man? No, wait a minute. Hold on. So now you said the white man is the devil. You called me a coon, and now you got to clock in for the white man. No, wait a minute. Why don't you just buck the white man system? Why don't you just buck the white man system? I say, but you agreed to the white man contract. Now you want to gang bang and talking about the white man this, the white man is the devil, and I'm a coon and a sellout and all this other stuff, all while using everything and depending on the white man. You're driving the white man car. You pay the white man car note. You pay the white man light bill. You pay the white man house note. I say, don't show up on that job. Don't show up on that job. Don't show up on that job. Don't pay your taxes, and let's see how bad you is. Let's see how much the devil is the white man is. I guarantee your behind, you'll be begging the white man, please don't fire me. Please don't fire me. I promise I'll come in on time, sir. I promise I'll come in on time. I won't be late to another meeting. Soon the white man threaten you by firing you, you do the same thing. Oh, you know, I get it right. I promise you, I ain't gonna come in late again. I ain't gonna come in late. And then get on Facebook, talk all this stuff about the white man is the devil and all this, how you black power and all that. Man, get out of here with all that. Man, it's a joke. All right, I read the scriptures, okay? And the scriptures tell me one thing. The scripture said you're going to have one of all things. Does that mean that I'm codependent on the white man? Absolutely not. My trust lies in the Heavenly Father. My trust lies in Christ. Okay. But I understand something. I understand the condition that we are in. And until we get in New Jerusalem, we're going to have want of all things above, from all these nations. All right. If my children going to eat, I know, I understand in the perspective and from the scriptures that I got to go to Walmart, that I got to go to Publix. I got to go to the grocery store that's owned by the stranger. Why? Because my forefather didn't do what the Most High said, and therefore I came down very low, and I just read to y'all and showed you that it should be upon those in that time, and it should be upon the generations to come. So I understand it from the perspective, but I know that it's the Most High that still allows me to have a job. He is my provider for that job, okay? And then I turn around and I take what he provided for me and go provide for my family. I ain't think about no white man. I don't care nothing about this money and all this stuff. This stuff is going to shreds anyway. It's going to burn up anyway when Christ come back. So I don't care nothing about the white man system and his money. I'm here, okay, to provide for my family, to make sure that y'all get a great understanding, because there's so many different gospels out here and so many people talking about the white man is the devil that y'all missing it and y'all losing on the fact that the Most High God is sending unexpected help from unexpected places, and y'all are missing it. Y'all are missing it, man. You are missing it all because you sitting right here listening to somebody that ain't gonna send you a dime to help your light bill. You ain't gonna send you a dime. I'm telling y'all straight up. Straight up, half these jokers that y'all clicked up with on Facebook and y'all laughing and banging on, they ain't gonna say up a prayer for you. They're not gonna come to your aid when your family get put outdoors. You need gas money in your car, they gonna talk about you. You need clothes on your back, they gonna talk about you. But these the same Israelites that's gonna sit up there and gonna turn around and talk about, oh, you know what? Yeah, you know, bang, oh, the white man is the devil and all this other stuff. Man, get out of here with all that. Get out of here. You a devil. All right. I done seen black devils. I done seen white devils. I done seen Asian devils. I done seen all kind of devils throughout history. So don't miss me with all that stuff about the white man is the devil. And the main one sit up here to talk about the white man is the devil is the main one that ain't going to help you and talk about you and backbite again on you and try to take your wife. All right. The main one trying to covet everything you got is the main one talking about the white man is the devil. Man, miss me with all that. I'm telling y'all, I'm sick and tired of that foolishness. I'm sick and tired of that foolishness. And I pray every day that the Most High God shut the ears and that people's ears become deafened to the ears of these voices that is causing so much chaos and turmoil. All right. Got people thinking all kind of craziness about Hebrews and all this other stuff. They run around. They see people all on the internet. They see these jokers running around on the internet out of control, cussing people out and talking all kind of craziness and all this other stuff. And all of a sudden they think everybody like that. No, man. All because them jokers like that? Absolutely not. We're not going to deal like that, man. I pray that the Most High God shut these jokers' mouth. The same way he did Zacharias when it came down for Zacharias, who didn't believe the prophecy of Gabriel, but concerning Elizabeth being pregnant with John, and because he did not believe, he could not talk for a whole year until John was born. I pray that the Most High God locked jaw half these false prophets, talking all these false prophet Israelites and these false prophet preachers. I pray that the Most High lock their jaws that they can't even talk. And I pray that the Most High give the physical deafness of ears to the people of God who not listen to this stuff. All right. So they can't hear this nonsense. I'm telling y'all, man, it's a bunch of madness out here. And I'm sick and I'm tired of this foolishness. I'm sick and tired of it, man. I'm sick and tired of it. I pray that the Most High raise up some voices in this day and age, man, that will just deafen to silence the voices of these non-spiritual jokers out here running around here talking this nonsense. All right. I'm sick and tired of this, man. I'm sick and tired of it. All right. You're going to need help. All right. And the help coming from the Lord, but the Lord works through people. I want y'all to hear this now, because mankind was created to have relationship and fellowship. So therefore, if there's relationship and fellowship, that the Most High has to work through man, okay? In order for you to have relationship and fellowship, it has to be the spirit in you from the Heavenly Father and the spirit in the person that's within your community. All of us have to have the same spirit, okay? But at the end of the day, there are people of other nations that the spirit has been placed upon them because the Most High God knows, okay? He knows. He's already said it in his word that you're going to have want of all things from the strangers. So he got to put the spirit on them, all right? The same spirit on them to help you. And sometimes the person that the spirit gets put upon don't even believe in God. Let me stop. Let me get back to the scriptures. Joshua chapter number 2. All right. I don't want to go over people's head. I know this, this is a glorious and wonderful day, as it is every single day. All right. For me, again, those who just not joining, I don't participate. I don't promote Christmas. I don't participate in that. All right. I don't do that. But again, I'm just trying to help y'all on today. Unexpected help from unexpected places. And if you're not paying attention, you're going to miss the blessings of God in your life. Straight up, you're going to miss it. You're going to miss it. Now, let's go ahead. Let's keep reading. Joshua chapter number 2 and verse number 2. Joshua 2 and verse number 2. And it was told the king of Jericho, saying, Behold, there came men in hither tonight of the children of Israel to search out the country. And the king of Jericho sent unto Rahab, saying, Bring forth the men that are come to thee, which are entered into thy house, for they be come to search out all the country. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you something. See, I'm finna give y'all an example here. I come from Jacksonville, Florida. I was born and raised in Jacksonville, Florida. I live in Atlanta, Georgia right now. Okay, born and raised in Jacksonville, Florida, Duval County. Okay, I was born and raised, I grew up on 1643 West Union Street, where right now they call it Pakistan. Little Pakistan, because all the murders and all the dope being sold in that community. All right, now I'm going to tell you, those of y'all from Jacksonville, y'all know Little Pakistan, over there by Eugene J. Butler School. All right, that's where I grew up at, right over there in the hood. All right, let me tell y'all something. There was black folk and white folk in our neighborhood. All right. It wasn't a whole lot of white folks. Now, let me tell you, it wasn't a whole lot of white folks, but it was predominantly black in the neighborhood in which I grew up in. I was born in 1978. I grew up over there in the 80s when crack hit the neighborhood hard. Okay. Let me explain something to y'all here. I'm making a point. You had white folks. All right. Some white folks, elder white folks that lived in the neighborhood. There was a white folk in our neighborhood. Okay. All right. Very few and in between. When the police came and them dope boys got the bucking out of the trap and them dope boys got the running, it was white folks that opened their doors and let them hide under their bed in their house. And when the white man came, when the white man and the black man came, the police looking for them, them white folks say, I ain't seen them. I don't know where they at. I ain't seen them. I don't know where they at. I don't know what happened. And they ain't come this way. And you know what the police? Okay, thank you. If you see them, then hey, then call us and let us know. But y'all talking about the stranger. Them brothers needed help. This is the same situation as the spies that went into Jericho. Okay, the king went to Rahab's house and say, look, we heard there's some folks out here spying out the land. All right, there's some folk out here. They selling dope. They running their house. We trying to find them. And guess what happened? Rahab, all right, she ain't around here professing to be no Israelite. She live in Jericho. She opened up the doors and let them in the house. And guess what? She not going to even give them up. So all of y'all talking about the white man is the devil and all this other stuff. I'm telling y'all, when you look in the scriptures, Israel needed help. Okay, they're going to always need help until Christ returns. And it takes the spirit of the Lord being on them to help them. All right, now let's read here. Let's keep rolling. Verse number 3 here. Verse number 3. And the king of Jericho sent unto Rahab, saying, bring forth the men that are come to thee, which are entered into thy house, for they be come to search out all the country. Verse number 4. And the woman took the 2 men and hid them, and said thus, there came men unto me, but I wist not whence they were. Men came unto me. I don't know where they at. What you talking about? Now she done hid them. She could have done gave them up. She ain't got ain't no benefit. There ain't gonna be no benefit. All right. At this point in time, the king, everybody was scared of the king. Okay. She could have gave them brothers up. But she didn't. Unexpected help from unexpected places. Let me tell y'all, I'm telling y'all, y'all better catch it. I'm telling you, better recognize what's going on in the season. And it came to pass about the time, verse number 5, of shutting of the gate, when it was dark, that the men went out. Whither the men went, I wot not. Pursue after them quickly, for ye shall overtake them. Verse number 6. But she had brought them up to the roof of the house, and hid them with the stalks of flax, which she had laid in order upon the roof. Verse number 7. And the men pursued after them the way to Jordan unto the fords, and as soon as they which pursued after them were gone out, they shut the gate. Verse number 8. Verse number 8 here. And before they were laid down, she came up unto them upon the roof. And she said unto the men, I know that the Lord have given you the land, and that your terror is fallen upon us, and that all the inhabitants of the land faint because of you. Hold on, wait a minute. What did she just now say? Listen to what she said. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all act as though the Most High God don't do what he want to do. He says he does nothing without revealing it to his prophets first. We know that he's talking about Israel. He didn't say he don't do nothing and don't reveal it to nobody else. Y'all need to stop putting words in the Most High mouth and stop using stuff out of context. That's another thing too. You need to stop using stuff out of context. You can take the scripture all you want and use it out of context. The Most High God said he reveals it to his prophets first. He did what he said. He told Joshua to tell them to go and spy out the land. He revealed it to them first. And then this woman in Jericho, how she got the revelation? Come on now. Y'all better stop. Listen, I don't care what y'all do. Y'all better start looking for the Most High God in everything and everybody, because you're going to need help from unexpected places, unexpected people. All right. You're going to need help. From unexpected people in unexpected places. And these unexpected people not going to look like you. And these unexpected places are not going to be familiar to you. But if you're in tune with the Most High God, you can recognize his presence in people, and you can recognize his presence in every place. And if you don't grow spiritually to recognize it, you're going to miss it every time. And that's what's happening. Listen to this here. Listen to what she says. Joshua chapter 2 and 8. And before they were laid down, she came up unto them upon the roof, And she said unto the men, I know. But y'all talking about the Most High don't deal with nobody else. Wait a minute. To those brothers that want to say Cornelius, is an Israelite. He couldn't be a Gentile because the Most High God don't deal with Gentiles. He don't kid them. He don't tell them nothing. This woman here ain't an Israelite. How she know? Who told her? Did he not give her the revelation? Well, what about Cornelius, the Gentile? Did he not give Cornelius the same revelation? Does not the Most High, he's not an author of confusion? So therefore, he has to give revelation to both people so it be no confusion. Wait a minute. What about Ananias, who was an Israelite, and Paul? He gave both of them a vision of understanding so that way there be no confusion. He is not an author of confusion. In order for Israel to take the promised land, it got to be people who are in the land, who not Israelites. Got to get a revelation of the people of Israel in order for Israel to take the land, because God works through people. Work through people. He works through people, man. Listen to what she says. Verse number 9. And she said unto the men, I know that the Lord hath given you. What Lord? What Lord? They didn't say she believed. But she knew that the God of Israel gave her revelation. And that's why she helping them. Unexpected people. These brothers, these Israelites are getting help from unexpected people in an unexpected place. They can't take the land without assistance. Stop it, man. Y'all better stop telling you. You better stop this stuff. Listen to these folks. All right. Let's see it. Verse number 9. I know that the Lord hath given you the land. I got revelation that your God has gave you the land. The subject of the lesson of the day is unexpected help in unexpected places and unexpected people. Listen to what she said. She said, I know the Lord gave you the land. She said, I know the Lord. I know the Lord gave you the land. It's been revealed to me. He said, I know that the Lord has given you the land and that your terror is falling upon us. Your terror that fell upon us because God is finna. Your God have given you the authority to take this city. Have given you the authority to take this city. And because I know it, I can't fight against it. I know you called, Brother Majors. I know the Most High God called you to preach and bring a balanced message to Christians and Hebrews. And therefore, because I'm a Gentile, I'm going to help you. Y'all don't know how many people that don't even identify as Hebrew inbox me, asking me, how can I need help? How can I help you? I support what you're doing. I know God is with you. I support. How I can help you financially, whatever it is. Fulfilling prophecy. But y'all want to sit around here and act crazy. Want to sit around and act crazy. Listen to what she says. Verse number 9. She says, and that your terror is falling upon us, and that all the inhabitants of the land faint because of you. I can't get in the way. We done heard what your God does. There are people that are willing to help you because they know more than you what your God is capable of. Yo, some of these brothers running around here, some of these brothers and sisters running around here. Let me tell you something. There are people who understand and know what your God is capable of more than you. And they respect what your God will do more than you do. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. I'm trying to tell y'all now. These folks respect your God. They turn from their wicked ways and they embrace and live how the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob told you to live, and they following it, and you wondering why. It's folks black, it's folks white, it's folks Asian. Listen, y'all know me. I pull the videos. I will pull the videos and I'll post them. It's Asian folk keeping the Sabbath. Come on, man. And they ain't no 7-day Adventists either. It's Asian folks ain't celebrating holidays. It's Asian folks that's not eating pork and all this other stuff. And they accept salvation, and they are fearful of what their government is going to do to them. But they still keep on serving. Come on, man. Y'all don't want to hear this. I will pull the videos for y'all. Because y'all think y'all done arrived. Let me tell you, y'all ain't scratch. It's people that are around the world that this is not a burden to them. They willing to die. Y'all got the freedom in America, which will soon come to an end. But y'all got the freedom to do whatever y'all want to do in America. Y'all can worship all y'all want to do. You can build all kind of churches. You can stand on the corner and do all they want. Go to some of these other countries. Why don't you go and look in Africa and see people getting set on fire? All right. People are being, I'm talking about people are being put on crosses and being burnt alive. And y'all running around here think y'all just got, the spirit of the Most High and all this. Man, come on, man, stop all of this, man. Stop all this. We ain't scratched the surface over here. We ain't dealt with no real persecution, y'all. We need to stop this stuff. All this stuff folks talking about, Satan on my trail. Man, come on, man. Stop all of this madness, man. Satan ain't on your trail. You made a bad decision. That's what you did. You made a bad decision trying to blame it on the devil because the devil is an easy cop-out. These folks over there and over there in Afghanistan, you got folks getting their head chopped off. Okay. You got folks getting their head chopped off. You got folks getting sold into slavery. You got all the kinds of, y'all ain't, man, telling, man, y'all ain't, man, come on, y'all need to stop this stuff, man. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling you, man, y'all need to stop this stuff, man. Y'all need to stop this stuff. Okay. You need to stop this stuff. There are people that are literally having to hide. Okay. Just to have a Bible. Okay. Just to have a Bible. All right. Just to have a Bible. Okay. That don't make no sense, man. That don't make no sense. Okay. All I'm saying is, man, at the end of the day, all right. All I'm saying is at the end of the day, we have to make sure, okay. We have to make sure that we understand what's going on. And Viola, I'll talk to you about that later. All right. I'll talk to you about that later. Okay. All that stuff about that. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. Okay. Let me pause right here. I generally don't do this, but Viola, I deal with you on that later. All right. I serve the most intellectual God, most intellectual being that we know. All right. Time, space, and matter does not contain him and does not hold him. He is greater than anything that we know. He is the most intellectual being that we know. He is far more advanced than anything that we can think of. You think he don't know who I'm talking to? He exactly know who I'm talking to. All right. I know the God that I serve. The God that I serve. He's not offended about me using a title. In fact, tell me what his real name is. All right. And I'll leave it there. And I'll talk to you about that later. We will dialogue in the inbox. We'll dialogue in the inbox about that. And I'll show you, we'll deal with scriptures and all that. If you say you serve the most intellectual being that we know, we're talking about the God of creator of heaven and earth. He said, listen, he said, before my word shall fail, heaven and earth will pass. He has the capabilities and the abilities to take down heaven and earth. He knows things. He says, I know them before they even come into existence. And yet he don't know who I'm talking to. Man, miss me with all that. That's that camp doctrine. And I don't want to hear that. I'm sick and tired of that stuff. All right. I'm sick and tired of it. I am sick and tired of it. It's come to an end. That foolishness don't make no sense. All right. It don't make no sense. My grandmother can get a prayer through more than any of these cats right here who claim to know his name. All right. It's 50 different names out here that nobody can agree upon. And you telling me quit using a title? Man, I serve the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right. At the end of the day, it's what it is. All right. And I ain't got time for that foolishness. Now I'll talk to you about that later. Let's get back to the lesson. All right. Verse number 10. For we have heard how the Lord dried up the water of the Red Sea for you. We have heard. There are people know what's going on, man. There are people that know what's going on. There are people that have heard how great and how vengeful the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is. How vengeful he is. And how his wrath will come down. We know. There are people who know more than the people that think they know. Brothers and sisters who are Hebrews. There are people who are strangers that respect the Creator more so than any of us. And she's telling it right now. She's declaring it right now. He says, listen. He says, we have heard how the Lord dried up the water of the Red Sea for you. We've heard what he's done for you. And therefore we respect it. We respect it and we're willing to yield to it. We respect it and we're willing to yield and surrender to it. More so than the children of Israel are. More so than the children of Israel are. We right here talking about non-salvation issues. All because somebody want to be right or feel like they deep. Man, get out of here with all that stuff. The same ones that claim to know and so deep are the main ones that he going to say, depart from me for I never knew you. Yeah, you cast out devils in my name, whichever 50 names it is. And he going to say, depart from me. At the end of the day, it's still about living. You can know all his name, you can know the Hebrew, the Greek, all you want to. If you're not living right, you're getting thrown in hell. Straight up, point blank, period. That's where it go. If your living don't add up, not with what you saying out your mouth. If your living don't line up, you're going to Hades. You're going to hell. That's exactly what it is. Point blank, period. All right. Point blank, period. All right. Now bang on that. At the end of the day, let's read here, man. Let's move on. For we have heard how the Lord dried up the water of the Red Sea for you when ye came out of Egypt, and what ye did unto the two kings of the Amorites that were on the other side of Jordan, Sihon and Og, who ye utterly destroyed. Verse number 11. And as soon as we had heard these things, our hearts did melt. You see that? They ain't got no stony heart. All it takes for them to see one form of an inch of the Most High's wrath. Just 1 inch of his wrath. Just a minuteness of it, and their hearts are melting. But while your heart is stony as I don't know what. Your heart is stony as I don't know what. And these other nations who are strangers' hearts is melting. And say, that's all you ask your children to do is just follow these commandments? That's it? And they don't want to do that? They don't want to follow just these little commandments? just keep us out of the fire. We'll do whatever you ask. All while Israel, heart is stony, want to argue and debate over non-salvation issues and want to sit around here and act crazy and want to follow the other nations' gods and do whatever they want to do because they want to do it. And these other nations, these strangers are saying, we heard about what's going down. We heard about what he did over there. We heard about what he did in that country. We heard about that. Our hearts is melted. Whatever you want us to do, as long as you don't do it to us, we are fine. We'll follow whatever you tell us to do. Point blank, period. We will follow. Listen to what she says. Verse number 11. And as soon as we had heard these things, our hearts did melt. Neither did there remain any more courage in any man. We was gangster. See, let me tell you, some of y'all, I'm telling y'all, man, y'all better be glad, y'all better be thankful for Christ. Some of y'all need y'all behind whoop. I'm telling you, some of y'all just need, I ain't talking about something to destroy you. Y'all just need something to be put on your behind one good time. Okay? Y'all need something to be put on your behind. Okay? Y'all need something to be put on your behind to get your behind right. I'm telling you, you need it. You need it. You need something on your behind because these other nations, they ain't tripping. They ain't tripping like y'all. They ain't arguing and debating over a little small matter. They ain't dealing with that kind of stuff. They just, look, whatever I got to do. All right. Our father have inherited lies and we done found out the truth. So therefore, we ain't got no problem with it. We ain't got no problem with it. Look what it says right here. Verse number 11. Because of you, for the Lord your God, he is God in the heavens above. She said, the Lord your God. She's identifying and talking and bragging on they God. She ain't bragging on her God. She ain't bragging on the God that she was. She ain't bragging on none of them gods. All right. She ain't bragging on none of them. All right. Grace to you as well, Sister Viola. Grace to you as well. She ain't tripping. She not tripping. She letting them know, look, my God can't do nothing with yours. And I know that. We done heard what your God did. And ain't nothing out of the 300 plus gods that the Egyptians served or any of the other ones, other nations, ain't none of them did that. Ain't none of them did that. We know your God got to be real. And whoever your God is, we willing to bow to him. We willing to bow. We willing to do whatever we want, whatever he asks us to do. Because of you, for the Lord your God, he is God in heaven above and in the earth beneath. Verse number 12. Now, therefore, I pray you, swear unto me by the Lord, since I have showed you kindness. Listen to this. Listen to what she says. She say, promise me. Promise me. I pray you. Swear unto me by the Lord. Promise me. Since I have showed you kindness. She could have easily turned them in. She could have easily sold them out. But this was an unexpected person. Unexpected help from an unexpected person. I have showed you kindness. Excuse me. That ye will also show kindness unto my father's house and give me a true token. And that ye will save alive my father and my mother and my brethren and my sisters and all that they have, and deliver our lives from death. Listen to this. She said, look, she said, promise me, I've been kind to you. I've been kind to you. Verse number 14. And the men answered her, our life for yours. If ye utter not this our business, if you don't tell them, we hear. And it shall be, when the Lord hath given us the land, listen to this, man, that we will deal kindly and true with thee. They didn't say, when we come into the promised land, when we get this land that Jericho is sitting on, they didn't say, we're going to make you our slaves. They didn't say that. Ain't nowhere around this. Ain't nowhere around this. We know you of another nation. And even though you helped us, you still gonna be our slave. They didn't say that. They say, if you help us, you've already confessed that you're willing to follow our God. Is that not in Torah? Is it not in Torah where it says the strangers that are attached to you, if they be circumcised, keep the Passover, keep the Sabbath day, they shall also partake and eat as you eat. They are already used to strangers being around them. They're already used to strangers not following the strange gods and following the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So for her, it's no different. It's no different. They've already been accustomed to that. They know what the Torah says. And she's already went through her process of acknowledging who the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is. She's already acknowledged the fear of the Lord. Why? Because fear is the beginning of wisdom. When you fear God, that is the beginning of wisdom. Now you can be taught properly. If you don't fear God, then anything can liable to happen to you. You're unteachable when you don't fear God. God can't pour wisdom into you. He can't pour wisdom into you. He can't give you revelation. But she already confessed. She's already confessed. We know, we've seen, we fear. But we also know that your God has to be kind in order to deliver you. He still has to be compassionate in order to deliver you. So I'm banking on knowing how compassionate he is and knowing that if you are of your Father, that the same wisdom, the same love, and the same compassion flows in your spirit. But when you are not connected to the Father, you're not compassionate. You're always looking for revenge. You always find a way to be wicked. That's a sign. When you hear people always talking about just doing something wicked, is a sign that they don't have the spirit of the Most High. Point blank, period. Thanks for joining all my Christian brothers and all my Hebrew brothers and sisters. Listen to what she says. Now listen to the dialogue and conversation. Verse 14, Joshua 2. And the men answered her, our life for yours. If ye utter not this our business, and it shall be, when the Lord hath given us the land, that we will deal kindly. We will deal kindly. We will deal kindly. We will deal kindly. Not rape you. Not be your slave. You're not going to be our slave. All this. We will deal with you kindly when we get the land. Because we already know that your heart is ready to serve the God of Israel. Your heart is already ready. That's the reason why she didn't tell on him. And another reason, she probably was sick and tired of the wickedness in the city too. There are people who are not of Israel that are sick and tired of the wickedness that's going on in America. Come on now, y'all. I know y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all don't want to hear. Y'all think it's just y'all. Y'all think y'all the only ones sick and tired of all this wickedness. Y'all think ain't no other nation sick and tired of this wickedness. There are people that are probably far more tired than you of the wickedness that's going on in America and around the world. She said, yes, finally the men of Yah is here. Yes, finally. We've been waiting on y'all. We know y'all was coming to the city. We've been waiting on y'all. However I can assist you and help you fulfill the mission that the Most High have sent you to do. However we can help you, please tell us, let us know. I'm sick and tired of this wicked king. I'm sick and tired of all the wicked kings that's coming after him and that came before him. I'm sick and tired of all the wickedness of the leaders that's in the city. I'm sick and tired of all the wicked teachers of the Bible. I'm sick and tired of all the foolishness that's taking, all the murder and all the lies. I'm sick and tired of it in this city and in this world and in this country. Finally, my prayers have been answered. And I know that you are true men and women of the Most High. I know it. But she can't know it if you don't have the Spirit. Can't know it. And the only reason why she knows it is because she's been waiting. She's been waiting. She see it. There are people say, finally they waking up. There are people of other nations. Let me tell y'all something. Just go on YouTube. Just go on YouTube and look at all the strangers who are saying, finally, Israel is waking up. Because I'm so sick and tired of the wickedness of the wicked spirit in the land. I'm so tired of it. I've been reading prophecies. This is what the stranger said. The stranger said, I've been reading the prophecies and now it's manifesting and I'm excited. I can't wait till it's over. I'm so glad they're waking up. But change, brothers and sisters, change does not take place without resistance. That's why, in order for change to take place, you're going to need strangers to assist in the process. Come on, man. Y'all don't want to hear this. You don't want to hear it, man. You don't want to hear it. But I got to tell you the truth. I got to tell you the truth. Change does not come without resistance. Every leader that was a voice that came, even all the way from Christ until the present day, when it was something different, and when they was trying to bring change, it was met with resistance. But it was always some strangers in high places that had the finances and had everything else assisted in the change. Assisted in the change. Assisted in the change. And we got brothers around here calling Dr. King of Coon. Come on, man. Boy, I tell you, y'all, you can't see it, man. You can't see it because you don't have the Spirit. Let's finish up. Verse number 15. Then she let them down by a cord through the window. For her house was upon the town wall, and she dwelt upon the wall. And she said unto them, Give you to the mountain, lest the pursuers meet you, and hide yourselves there 3 days until the pursuers be returned. And afterwards may ye go your way. And the men said unto her, we will be blameless. Oh, I'm sorry. And the men said unto her, we will be blameless of this thine oath, which thou hast made us swear, or made us promise. Behold, when we come into the land, they told her again, so she won't be confused, and so neither y'all be confused. When we come into the land, because our word is bond. We don't need to sign no contract. We don't need to put nothing on paper because our word is bond. And oftentimes there's a whole lot of folks. The reason why you got contract is because folks can't trust each other, because folks don't deal with each other on the spirit. Everybody want to click up with somebody because it can be a benefit to them financially or be a benefit to them in some kind of way of recognition. But when you deal with people spiritually, when you fellowshipped with and commune with a person, the first thing that comes out is not a contract. Because your walk is greater than anything you can say out of your mouth. Your walk is greater. These brothers understand that what we told you to do, we're going to do it with action. We're going to give you faith and works. This is faith without works is dead, was functioning way before it was said in the new covenant or the renewed covenant. Faith without works was already being instilled and in action way before James. Listen to what they say here. Verse number 18. Verse number 17. We will be blameless of this thy oath, which thou hast made us swear. Verse number 18. Behold, when we come into the land, thou shalt bind this line of sacred thread, of scarlet thread, in the window, which thou didst let us down by. And thou shalt bring thy father and thy mother and thy brethren and all thy father's house home unto thee. Listen to this. Wait a minute. Did not the Most High tell Moses, all right, now the death angel going to come by. I'm going to kill the firstborn. What I need you to do, I need you to put an identifying marker above your door so when the spirit come through, that it'll pass over. Okay, Rahab. Okay, Rahab. When we come back to take the land, put this scarlet identifier up so we can see it. So when we come through to kill everybody, you'll be spared. Come on, man. Y'all need to see it. Y'all need to catch this here, man. I get excited when the revelation come out with the way the Lord is moving, man. Look at this. The same thing. I am the Lord thy God. I change not. Is that not what he said? So if you want to know how God functions under the new, just go look at the old, what they call the old, and God's character and his essence is still the same in the new. It's the same thing. We miss it. We make it seem as though that it's a whole nother God in the New Testament. No, look at this here. Look at what he's doing. The same instruction that was given to Moses to get the children of Israel, they are using the very same thing. Right here in Joshua chapter number 2. Rahab, listen. You put this scarlet identifier upon the door, or put it somewhere, so when we come through, the same way the Most High Spirit came through and killed the firstborn of Egypt, when we come through as a representation of the Heavenly Father, When we come through slaying everybody, we'll see it. We're going to let everybody else know. When you see this scarlet identifier, they down with us. Because you helped us. Y'all, let me tell y'all, come on, listen, man. Let me tell y'all something. When the Great Tribulation break out, you think it ain't going to be no Gentiles around? Let me tell you, you think it ain't going to be no strangers around? When the Great Tribulation go down, do you think that it ain't going to be no strangers helping folks? If you around here talking about the white man is the devil, you really about to get yourself messed up. You really about to get yourself messed up. All right, you're about to get yourself messed up because you don't own nothing as it is. And therefore, you talking all this stuff about the white man is the devil. Soon as Satan himself, Hasatan himself, come in the flesh and come after those remnant who keeping the commandments, you going to need some help from folks that are not like you. You're going to need unexpected help in unexpected places to hide your behind, to feed your behind. But the Most High, yeah, he'll send a bird. He'll send manna from heaven. But yet man working with man, he will use another man or another woman that's not of Israelite descent to help your behind survive. All right. Now you can talk all this stuff all you want to. That is a trick of the enemy. I'm telling y'all straight up. Some folk, you're going to need some help from unexpected people, and it ain't going to be black folks. I'm telling y'all right now. So all y'all tripping about this, about race, oh, you know, the white man is the devil and all that kind of stuff. The same way you go ask the white man for help when you need a lawyer, the same way you go to ask the white man for help when you need a doctor, the same time you need a white man for help when you go to the car lot, you're going to need a white man that's going to help hide your behind and keep your behind and feed your behind. Say all you want to say. You can call me a coon. You can call me whatever you want to call me. At the end of the day, the Most High God word going to stand. And we see right here in Joshua chapter number 2, when they went to Jericho, they could not get in there and spy that city without somebody that was a non-Israelite to help they behind in the city, or somebody that was in the city, all right, who was living like these folks, okay? They needed help, and she was tired of the wickedness in the city. She got the revelation. Then they came to the city. She hid they behind, and they gave her a word because they understand that their word is bond. They understand that your walk is greater than anything you can say out your mouth. They understand you cannot have faith without works, and therefore they say, look, we're going to tell you a second time to help you in this moment right now. We're going to tell you a second time. When we come to the city, put this on the door. Now, if this ain't on the door, you want to be disobedient. You don't want to put it on the door when they come through, because we may not be the ones that come through. It may be somebody else come through that slayed your behind. All right. And you got your behind slayed because you didn't listen. But I'm giving you the handkerchief. I'm giving you the identifier of the scarlet to put on your door. And we're going to tell everybody that's in the nation of Israel, when you see this handkerchief on the door or you see this scarlet on the door, you pass by. These are with us. They coming into the land with us, and therefore the Most High is going to protect them, because why? They was already used to strangers being amongst them, used to strangers admitting and confessing that the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob was the truth. They had already had the fear of the Lord in them, and they was prepared. She was no different. When you go and you read from verse number 1, she is no different. She's so sick and tired, like I told y'all. It's other people that are of other nations who are not Israelites. They are tired of the wickedness that's going on in America and abroad. They sick and tired of it. And therefore, the Most High say, okay, you tired of it? Live how I told my children to live. And soon, if you live how I told my children to live, when it's time for them to rise up, when it's time for them to wake up, and when it's time for my spirit to come through and tear up everything in America and abroad, you will get spared. You won't be no slave in no doggone kingdom. Stop that madness. That is a bunch of foolishness. And I'm going to deal with that soon. I'm going to deal with that that foolishness soon, because it makes no sense. They got people around here following this madness, thinking you're going to have somebody that's going to be a slave and all this other stuff. Come on now. We see right here in the scriptures, all right? And brothers be taking this stuff out of context, all right? Because they still dealing with unresolved issues. They still got hurt. They probably hurt and ain't been healed. And therefore, they want to take vengeance out on somebody else. And yet they need to get their behind healed before they start trying to teach. That's the problem. You got a whole bunch of hurt people trying to teach. Hurt people, as the saying say, okay? Now, let's keep reading here. Let's finish up. We're almost done. Verse number 19. All right. Let's see it. Verse number 19. And it shall be that whosoever shall go out of the doors of thy house in the street, his blood shall be upon his head. Say, listen, let me tell y'all something. Listen, don't go out there. Don't go out there. When we come through and we take folk out, you better be behind the ark of safety. You better be behind that scarlet. That's just like in Egypt. If any Israelite caught out there in the streets, when the death angel come through and not behind the blood of the lamb, you're behind gonna get slayed. This is the same point. It's a whole lot of people that's out here saying that they love the Father. Yeah, I love the Father. And they turn around. They ain't even walking behind the Father. They ain't even walking with the Father. They claiming him, but they not walking behind him. Okay. They're not following him. They're not following his lead. They doing their own thing. So when you do your own thing, you are subject and you are liable for your own situation. And whatever goes down, it goes down. You can't blame nobody but yourself because you decided to step out of the ark of safety thinking that you bold and thinking that you got some kind of doggone anointing. No, you need to step and stand behind the Son because he is the one that is going to protect you when this stuff go down. All right, let's keep reading it. Watch what it says right here in verse number 19. And it shall be that whosoever shall go out of the doors of the house in the street, his blood shall be upon his head, and we will be guiltless. Look, we told you we got your back. But here's the instructions. Even the Most High, even God tells you, I got your back, but here's the instructions. I will protect you. I will clothe you and feed you. I will do everything, but you got to keep my commandments. You don't keep my commandments. You don't keep my commandments. And you don't accept my Son as your savior. I can't protect you. These are the qualifications. These are the instructions that you are to do. That if you want to be protected, this is the same thing they're giving her. Look, you better stay behind the scarlet. Anybody else that walk out the door and leave prematurely, It's a whole lot of people leaving prematurely because they think it's cool to get out here and teach. There's a whole lot of people trying to teach and they leaving prematurely. They leaving before it's their release time. They trying to get out here and teach because it look popular and it look good. But he's telling them straight up, look, we're not going to be held accountable. We're going to be guiltless because we're giving you the instruction to tell you, stay your behind in the house and have a scarlet hanging up on your door. So that way we'll know when somebody come through, they'll know that you down with us. But anybody that go outside the door, it's on them. It's on them. It's on them. We ain't going to be held accountable for your disobedience. And that's the problem. Brother Majors is not going to be held accountable for your disobedience. Absolutely not. It's not happening. So you want to go out there, you want to get out there, you want to run out there, you want to try to teach, you want to try to tell people this, you want to stand out there in the forefront all because you think it look good. Soon as your behind get out there, you're going to get your behind slayed. And Brother Majors is not going to be held accountable. Now your blood ain't going to be on my hands straight up because I'm telling you, it is no game out here. It look good. It seem easy, but it's not. And I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, find out the hard way. Let's keep rolling. Let's finish up. Verse number 19, we will be guiltless, and whosoever shall be with thee in the house, his blood shall be on our head. All right. So the person that go outside the door, the blood is on them. The person that's in the house, the blood is on us because they were still obedient. Okay. By staying in the house. All right. His blood shall be on our head if any hand be upon him. Verse number 20. And if thou utter this our business, then we will be quit of thy oath which thou hast made us swear unto thee. So if you go running your mouth at any point in time, the deal is off. Let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all talk too much. Let me get closer to y'all. Some of y'all talk too much before everything is even fulfilled yet. There are things that the Most High want to do in your life. Through unexpected people that don't look like you, through Gentiles that want to help you, but you too busy running your mouth. That's the problem. That is a major problem in Israel. Y'all want to tell everything. You get a revelation, y'all trying to tell everybody. See, I'm telling you, listen, there's some things, man, that I'm just not talking about, that I heard, that I got a revelation on 3-4 years ago. And the Most High was still working it in me till I came into the full revelation of it. Now y'all get a little nugget. You go listen to somebody tell you, then you want to post it on Facebook and say this and say that, and you want to tell somebody, and it ain't even worked in you all the way properly, and you still trying to tell somebody. See, you running your mouth too much. You're talking too much, man. Just be quiet. Let the full manifestation take place and stop running your mouth. All right, just stop it. Listen to what he says. Verse number 21. And she said, according unto your words, so be it. I agree. I won't keep my mouth closed. I will keep my mouth closed. I won't tell nobody. All right. Now, she says, and she sent them away. Verse number 21. And they departed, and she bound the scarlet line in the window. She bound the scarlet line in the window. Verse 22. And they went and came up unto the mountain and abode there 3 days until the pursuers were returned. And the pursuers sought them throughout all the way, but found them not. Verse 23. So the 2 men returned and descended from the mountain and passed over and came to Joshua, the son of Nun, and told him all things that befell them. And they said unto Joshua, truly the Lord hath delivered into our hands all the land, for even all the inhabitants of the country do faint because of us. Now listen to this. I want y'all to say something. I want y'all to understand this. Just because the stranger helped the Israelites, the glory and the credit did not go to the stranger. This is what I want y'all to understand. The unexpected help from unexpected people, the glory is not going to go to the unexpected person or the stranger that helps you. Even in them helping you get to the level in which the Most High is ordained for you to be, that person is still not going to get the glory. The credit still goes back to the Father. That person is going to automatically make sure that person is not going to function in a capacity to where they trying to get no credit. But even if they try to, it is still up to you as the individual to make sure that the Most High gets the credit. But the problem is we want the credit. We want to look good. This is the reason why a whole lot of people won't be elevated. This is the reason why a whole lot of people ain't gonna walk through the doors. This is why a whole lot of people in churches and camps, people are leaving. You know why? It's because they refuse to give the Most High his just due. They refuse to recognize his presence and his spirit in the midst of them. When you can't recognize it, that says that you don't have it. Or your spirit haven't developed and matured enough to recognize when he's at work. I don't care what they look like. I don't care if they're black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian. I don't care what complexion they are. You, as one who is spiritually mature, should be able to identify and recognize when the Most High God is at work in the earth. Unfortunately, when you have your own agendas and you follow people with agendas, the Most High is not going to compete with our agenda. He will step back and step out of the way until you get tired. Until you get tired, and until you give him the glory, he's going to step out of the way. He's not going to fight with y'all. He's not going to fight with folks. All right. You talking about you want a husband, but you're not working on yourself. You're not working on yourself being the wife before you get the husband. You trying to search out and find a husband. See, social media and all this stuff, they done got y'all running around here looking for a man. And the Lord already put in his word how you supposed to meet a man. You want another job, but you just sitting around, you ain't filling out no applications. How in the world can give the Most High something to work with? Give him something to work with and also get out of his way. That's what we need to do. Those are the two things I want y'all to understand. When it comes to unexpected help from unexpected people, give the Most High something to work with, partner with him, give him something to work with, and also at the same time, after you do it, get out the way. He don't need you. He don't need you helping him. Okay. He needs you to give him something to work with by taking the steps to go out, fill out the application as a form of works, as a form of faith and works. Once you fill out the application, then you step back and say, okay, it's in your hands. Now you let him do what he do. Now it's all in his hands, because the people that's behind the closed doors is the ones he can turn their hearts. You can't turn their hearts, but you did your part. You filled out the application. All right, brothers and sisters, man, I thank y'all for tuning in, man. All right, shalom to many of you out there today. I pray that the Most High really help you. I pray that this really be a blessing to you. I pray that this lesson really touched you and gave you some inspiration and encouragement. I pray that you cannot eat without eating from the word of God. For man shall not live by bread alone, but every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. I pray that you cannot drink without drinking from the living waters that flows from Christ. Let the light that is within you shine bright outside of you. And remember to love one another so that the world may know that we serve the true and living God. Until next time, brothers and sisters, shalom to you. Have a great day. All praise to the Most High. Embrace his grace. Do not abuse his grace. Embrace his mercy. Do not abuse his mercy. Give others the opportunity and the time and the grace and the mercy that he gave you. Be patient with them. Encourage them. And help them along the way without looking for anything else in return. Until next time, brothers and sisters, stay blessed.